they can't stand each other, and there's plenty of proof. Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot have avoided being seen together ever since working on Snow White, and their issues are pretty obvious. So what happened between them? As the stars of Snow White, one of Disney's most beloved classics, Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot should be smiling together in front of the cameras and talking about their experience filming the movie, but the reality is completely different. Reports say they can't stand being around each other and even avoid the same events, so people don't notice their obvious lack of chemistry. Rachel showed up alone to the movie's premieres in Japan and Spain, which raised questions about whether it had to do with issues between her and Gal Gadot. According to production sources, the two actresses have nothing in common. At 23, Rachel doesn't share the same interests as Gad, who, at 39, is a mother of 4 and focused on parenting. Meanwhile, Rachel has gained fame for supporting social causes and speaking out against mistreatment of minorities and vulnerable groups worldwide. On the other hand, Gadot's past in the Israeli army has made her a target of criticism. During press events, reporters' questions are carefully controlled, so Rachel doesn't say too much about certain topics, but she has been pretty clear about the differences in opinion between them.
What an honor to be a part of something for which people feel so much passion. We're not always going to have the same sentiments as those around us, and all that we can do is give the best of ourselves.
At another event in Disneyland, Gal appeared alone, which reminded people of how, early in the movie's promotion, she had taken a jab at Rachel on social media. Gal allegedly mocked Rachel for using her fame to discuss military conflicts with younger audiences, calling it pathetic since, according to her, Rachel had no real experience in those matters, unlike Gal, who had served in the army.
After the backlash, Rachel and Gal did appear together at an event, but internet users pointed out that they seemed to avoid standing too close, with other people even positioned between them at times. Rachel's past comments about the original Snow White story also caused quite a stir.
It is extremely dated when it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power and what a woman's fit for in the world. The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. So we didn't do that this time. We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because we cast a guy in the movie. It was sad to see so many people rip me apart for teasing that our version of Snow White would not be saved by a prince.
Like other modernized Disney remakes that stirred controversy, like Halle Bailey's The Little Mermaid, Rachel also faced criticism for not being as pale as the animated version of Snow White. Some people even pointed out her Latina heritage as an issue. To address this, Rachel explained that her character's backstory would be different in the movie.
The skin as white as snow will reference another version of Snow White that was told in history, in which the character survived a snowstorm that occurred when she was a baby. The king and queen decided to name her Snow White to remind her of her resilience. One of the core points in our film for any young woman or young person is remembering how strong you actually are.
So what do you think about all the...
Welcome to Fun for Days. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and comment your thoughts about the video below, and I'll see you in the next video.